Daniel Theobald here. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, the month of May. Today I'm here with Darius I can't remember your name. Can you say it again for me?
Darius Bagheri.
Bagheri. I knew that. Darius Bagheri. And we're talking about mental health. Darius, I just got back from a beach run actually, and I wanted to show you a couple of interesting rocks I found. I think I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a piece of pottery or something.
Oh,
It's very interesting. It's obviously been out there for a long, sorry, so you can actually see it. First, I thought it was green sea glass, but it's
wow.
definitely not. It's like something maybe glazed or I don't know. And then this one I found is amazing.
Oh,
You can't
wow.
can't really tell how translucent it is, but it like kind of looks like one of those magic rocks that the elves use on the top of their staffs to like do all kinds of amazing things. So
Wow.
those were cool. That was a fun run this morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I did go on a run, but it was very short. But
Hey, what matters is showing up. The day before, I went on a very short run.
yeah.
So you
Mm.
have been getting out there and showing up for yourself and posting about it a little bit. How's that going? You finding that getting exercise on a daily basis is good?
Oh, yeah, perfect. It can change so many stuff. It has helped me a lot. Like,
Yeah, so maybe share a little bit, maybe just introduce yourself briefly. Who are you? Where do you come from? What are you doing? And tell us a little bit about your strategies for improving and maintaining mental health on a daily basis.
yeah, my name is Darius. I was born and raised in Iran, Middle East, and I came to US 10 years ago to study a master's degree in finance. And after that, I worked in corporate finance and accounting for 7 years. And now I am working on my own startup, building a financial tool for retirement savings and audits. Currently, I I think I have so many mental problems, to be honest.
Well, you're human.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do. Being part of the human race means we're part of a rich tapestry of emotional, intellectual, physical, etc. needs. And yeah, it's complex. So tell us a little bit about your experience, your journey, what's been going on.
Yeah, in my experience, I figured out I have two category of mental problems. The ones that I inherited, my DNA, and the ones I kind of gained going through life. And you kind of like, I think, reflecting back at your life and the detail of your story, of where you came from, what have you done, it kind of helps a lot to know yourself, to know your capabilities, your problems, your shortcomings, especially in terms of like mentally. I remember I didn't come from like a super rich family. Back in like third grade, we were living in this area in Iran, it was small town in middle of desert. And every 2 days, I was in third grade though. Every 2 days, I had to take my empty water jars and walk to the water tanker, fill them up with water, walk back for 1 hour, and so we have drinking water. And
Wow. 1 hour each way.
1 hour each way. Yeah,
I imagine that was heavy carrying full water jugs for 1 hour.
yeah. Sometimes it was because like the handles were like made of cables, kind of like handmade. Sometimes you drop them and you have to go back.
Oh no.
That's the worst. Yeah. Sometimes you go there, you open the tap, and there's nothing coming out. You're like, oh damn,
Oh
I have to
man.
go to another one now.
And here we just take things like water so much for granted. Clean water is a luxury that humanity has not had for very long, and
Exactly.
many places still don't.
Yeah, that's the truth. So many places in Africa and Middle East and Asia. Yeah, I think going through some events in life, it can kind of have some impact on you mentally, and it could cause some sort of imbalance in your mental state. Could be trauma, it could be PTSD,
Mhm.
anxiety you might have, you might get depression. From in my case, I have it like being mentally ill could directly impact your performance.
Right. Yep.
It could definitely change the course of your life. So I had a few problems that I was able to handle in my life, and there were so many problems I haven't been. I failed a lot. And I remember one of the biggest problems I had was that when I was 17, I realized I have to do a military service, and I
Mm.
escaped from Iranian military and ran across the border from Iran to Turkey. I was with my brother. We got shot at. We got stranded in mountains.
Oh, wow.
And then we found our way, eventually found our way. And those are stuff I still remember. Like,
Yeah, I can imagine that leaves a mark.
yeah, exactly. And so many other stuff during the travel. So I was undocumented immigrant in Europe, traveling from country to country, didn't have money. I had a little bit. Actually, my mom invested, gave me some money, and then I had to work different areas. But there were times that I was pretty much depressed. I
Yeah.
was like, nothing is working out. I am failing. There was this time I still remember vividly. I was sitting in a bus. I was 23, going to this Iranian military prison, and I had no hope. I had no money. I failed to escape. I
Oh,
got
they
caught.
captured you?
I came back from you
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
my dad was sick and I had to go help the family. And they
Wow.
got me in the airport. Yeah.
Wow,
Um,
that must have been scary.
it was, yeah, definitely it was. Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
survived and you're
Thank
here
God.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked a little bit about exercise and
Mm-hmm.
getting out and being active. Any other things that you found work for you to help
Yeah.
keep you positive and on the right track?
Yeah. The biggest thing that worked for me was actually having a clear vision and knowing your vision and
Hmm.
knowing I think vision itself gave me lots of purpose. It gave me resilience. It gave me balance. So I remember I was actually like going to this place in a bus. I had no hope of future. I was a high school dropout, going to military prison, had no money, no hope. And I was like, I had this vision. I was actually thinking, okay, at some point I will come to America and I will build a business. And I had this vision of like I holding my American passport in my hand, and I
The American
literally
dream.
the American dream, felt it.
Yeah.
And I recently became an American citizen.
Congratulations. That's really
Yeah,
exciting.
it's really exciting. It was the best. But having the vision, it helped me a lot.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
tried to,
Darius, it's interesting that this hasn't really come up in our previous discussions, but there's a book called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. And if people have not read it, I think it's probably one of those must reads. And it basically makes the point that in order to thrive in life, in order to survive, I say, and thrive in life, we need purpose. And it almost doesn't even matter what the purpose is, but we need purpose. We cannot survive or thrive without purpose. So I think that resonates very strongly.
oh, I bet it had like changed my life a lot. I would appreciate if you like tell me the book again and because I want to write it down.
I will put it in the comment section.
Yeah, that'd be great. So, anyways, for me, I feel like I tried to picture something on the whiteboard. I don't know if you guys see it clearly, but
Yeah, we can see it.
I always try to work on my vision, and I have like having a good vision. It helped me a lot to go through lots of issues. But forming the vision clearly, I had some problems. I honestly, one of the mental problems I have is I think I have this distorted reality. And sometimes I have to do like reality checks with
Mm.
myself and didn't know about it.
Well, I think that's very common though, because nobody really has a accurate view of reality. Every single one of us has a distorted view because It's just through our own perceptions.
Mhm.
So I think
Yeah,
that's something that everybody deals with. You have an interaction with somebody and you might interpret that interaction completely differently than they did because we all have our own perspective.
yeah, that's very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah,
So
go ahead.
I was just gonna say we don't have much time. We've got
Yeah.
to we post these on LinkedIn, so we have to keep them short. But any final thoughts, and then we can continue the discussion in the comments section.
Yeah, I think like being true to yourself and telling your story to your telling the reality of your story to your friends, to your close people, it's going to help you form your visions more
Yeah,
clear, know yourself, and to see what visions you can actually achieve, what visions are real, and you can like work on that, and it
yeah,
will give you a clear path.
yeah, and have the support of the people around you, and they can't support you if they don't know what your vision is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Darius. We really appreciate you being vulnerable. As one of our previous speakers said, vulnerability is strength. Being vulnerable and sharing your experiences. I'm grateful that I have not had to go through some of the things that you've gone through. It sounds pretty traumatic, but here you are, and you are an American citizen, and you are building a business, and the future's bright.
Yeah, thank you so much, Daniel, and thank you to everyone watching this. I would be grateful if you wanna send me connections or get in touch.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Daniel. Have a great day. Bye. Okay.